Yo! Welcome to another episode of Under the Surface, a talk show where we talk all things bizarre. Today, we are talking about a really divisive topic daily quests. I know that some of you have been advocating for adding them into the game. Let's discuss pros and cons of that whole system and imagine what would that entail. So, once again, let's dive under the surface. So, daily quests. Some people love them, some people hate them. I guess that's us. In terms of like card games, I'm most familiar with like Hearthstone and Legends of Runeterra. And Hearthstone in the beginning had really basic daily quests, like play X number of games with a certain class or play certain number of like cards of a certain type, which pushed you towards playing a given hero. Maybe you didn't want to. Maybe you are like a warrior main and your quests require you to play warlock, which you totally do not like and you do not have cards for that class. So in that sense, I don't feel like this would be a good implementation for the Bazaar. And right now, I know that Hearthstone is much more like robust, and I think this probably was started by Legends of Runeterra because you had your daily quests, and on top of that were weekly quests, and on top of that were monthly quests. I feel like that's a better idea because you do not need to log on every day.
Yeah, I prefer the structure of like if there were like season quests, just for the season there was a million different things you could do so you don't feel like you need to be playing dually when you're Vanessa main or whatever. It could be kind of annoying, especially as they get more heroes in the game too.
Yeah.
You want like quests that fit every hero and it felt more like a quest. Don't just be like, I don't know, win 5 battles or something. That just sounds stupid. It doesn't sound very fun.
True. And at the same time, quests, whenever they are refreshed daily, at some point are going to feel like a chore. You have to set aside like an hour from your day, maybe even 2 hours, depending on the complexity of those quests. And then you have, well, a list of chores to complete instead of like having fun, having to, find your way to play the game. The game tells you what to play, which I feel like defeats the purpose of playing games. Every time I get to play a game where you have to, log on every day, and if you have to fulfill certain requirements, then I start to feel disengaged and, resentful somehow towards the game. So daily quests for me is a big no-no. I do not want daily quests in the game. But weeklies or monthlies, or, well, seasonal quests could work, but those quests probably shouldn't be tied to a certain hero, as you said. Maybe, like, let's say if it was like a month, then let small items trigger or like go off 500 times. Every hero runs small items at some point. And it's not like you have to buy specific small items, it's just they need to activate. This would fulfill itself just by playing, but at the same time, is it really a quest?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. It just kind of feels like it's there. With the way this game is, it's not like other card games. I feel like the quests, if they're going to exist, should feel more RPG-ish. But I don't really know how you achieve that feeling with them. I don't know. I think I would prefer if they went a route where it was like more like a hero progression thing, and every hero had their own very large set of quests that you could fulfill.
Yeah.
So it's like play 500 weapons on Vanessa, and then once you play 500, you get the quest again for 1,000, and you get the quest again for 2,000.
Essentially achievements.
Yeah, but I guess it's the same. It's very similar, but maybe you could have them like quests and you get rewards, and just focus on that idea and not make people feel like they need to play, like they have a time limit on these things.
The achievements were already sort of teased, like it's something that is going to come into the game at some point, probably. And I definitely prefer that route instead of, doing those timed quests that you have to fulfill.
My only real experience with like a real live service game is Overwatch. So Overwatch 2. So I know it's not the best experience, but they had weeklies, and the weeklies just felt like I hated them because they just felt like I had to get on to play them and not because I just wanted to play the game. You know what I mean? And then they were like a side effect. It was like I would play a lot and I still wouldn't achieve them. And what they give you was just like a little bit of battle pass XP or something. I don't know. It didn't feel worth it. So I feel like if they're going to implement dailies or weeklies or monthlies or whatever, if they're not really fun and impactful, they shouldn't even have them
Yeah.
because people are just going to be annoyed about it, and it's going to be another thing to complain about. Don't just add them for the sake of adding them because every game has them.
Yeah, I feel like Reina does not really want daily quests in his game. Like, you have a daily ticket, and this is sort of your daily quest. Those quests would be sort of like a carrot, you know? There's going to be some reward for you for playing the game. Me and other people are going to see those rewards as part of the like core gameplay. You see that if you complete those things, you are going to get rewards, and well, people love rewards, so they are going to fulfill those tasks. Well, at some point this is going to become a chore, and you do not want your game to feel like a chore. That's obvious. But at the same time, and I'm sure you know what I mean, people on Reddit, yes, famed people of Reddit, have mentioned, and not once, not twice, but a couple of times at least, that they want daily quests. I understand that some people, on one hand, desire direction, and on the other, they sort of assume that a live service game needs to have like a list of tasks that trickle down some sort of rewards. Like, yeah, let's say do a run with Dooley and you get 5 gems. For some reason, that's better.
If Redditors are saying it, I would just throw it out. Then no,
Yeah.
they want some sort of progress. I think they're like people are desperate for some sort of progression in any form.
Mm-hmm.
And once there's a battle pass, you know, once there's achievements, once there's other things, they might not care if there's not dailies or whatever anymore. They might just
Yeah.
forget about that little thought.
To be fair, like, I'm not advocating for daily quests. I'm actually doing precisely the opposite. The game does not need daily quests. And if some form of quests would be implemented, they would need to be on a larger time frame. You said that they should be like more RPG-ish. Like, they would need some form of maybe storylines, maybe even. But at the same time, we have inside of the game planned sort of events that have some sort of continuations. Like, Fairy Creature is supposed to be coming back for more pets, right? How much of a metagaming in the game you need? Like, this game outside of the game, right? Because that's what daily quests are.
When I said I wanted like more RPG-ish in like the notes I wrote, I was thinking like there's like this feeling you get when you play like a really long-winded RPG and you're 50 hours in and you get this quest that's like to slay all these certain types of beasts or go do this thing that just makes it so addicting. And I want that feeling to be brought back to me through like a quest like system. You know, I want it to feel like these real things you're doing, but I don't know
Yeah.
how you achieve I don't know how you achieve that feeling, but there's got to be a way to do it.
Yeah, I guess the achievements is what we are craving right now. Like, to see those bars fill up and to see what various things we did in the game, like to see what characters we are actually playing the most, what actions we performed. But you gave me an idea for an event, let's say, like inside of the game. Like, let's say you go up to a notice board and there are like 3 quests, sort of like from a Witcher series, that you have to kill a certain monster and then you get a reward. That would be cool.
That sounds fun. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm looking for with the quest. But I think you're right. I guess I'm getting more at the like achievement system. I would rather them just work more on the achievements and pad them out a lot more and make them super awesome than ever even think about quests, because I think that'll be enough for people.
Yeah,
I
probably.
think if you have varying levels of achievements and stuff, I think people will. I mean, people are playing addicted to the game, and you don't get like squat for playing it on normals half the time. So I don't think that's the problem.
I mean, if you were getting rewards for playing normals half the time, I don't think people would be complaining. The problem is you get rewards like 10th of the time.
I
At
guess
the
depends
most.
on how good you are too for a lot of people.
Yeah. Coming back to the original idea of quests, be it daily or weekly, if you do them like they are too specific, like play with Dooley or play with Pig X number of times, or let's say do a, I don't know, 7 or more win run with a certain hero, that would limit your expression inside of the game, like during a run. I don't think that would be fun. And at the same time, if you were to make them too generic, too like loose, as I have proposed, like let small items trigger X number of times, then you don't really feel like you are doing those quests. They are just ticking up in the background. I don't feel like there's enough middle ground for you to be able to make quests that are sort of worth doing and at the same time not limiting for the players.
Yeah, I agree. I'm hating quests more and more as we talk about them. Now I'm at the point where if they implement them, I think I'd be annoyed, like kind of mad that they're even there at all.
Mm-hmm.
Because I feel so like inclined to do them too.
Yeah, that's why I said it's like a carrot that's dangling in front of you, because people want rewards and there's like this little hurdle that you have to jump over to get a reward. But the problem is, do you really want to jump over hurdles when you are playing the game? Or do you simply want to play the game, like to have fun?
Yeah.
Yeah, you get that. And some of the Redditors do not get that.
Well, the Redditors keep posting that you want daily quests, so Reyna never adds them.
If we get those achievements, and we will be able to track our progression and, you know, maybe get some unique rewards for, let's say, doing 1000 runs with a given hero, it would be cool to feel like you are working towards something. MMOs have achievements or like some sort of codexes or whatever, you know, like visit every region or meet every NPC, things like that. Those achievements could fulfill the need of having something to work towards. An achievement could be fight against every monster, and then the easy achievement, and then harder would be to win against every monster and then maybe to meet every merchant, like go to every event, or I don't know, eat 1000 chocolate bars, whatever, you know, like things like that would be fun.
Yeah, and I think some games do that, and then they're just bars that fill up, and then you fill them up, and they're like, "Cool, you did it. Here's a new bar to fill up." I want like to get something. I want to actually get a reward from it, whether that be a chest or whether that be some gems or a cool cosmetic. Like, I want to actually feel like I'm getting something out of it, because so many games don't. They just put them there and then forget about them.
Maybe some sort of like honor progression, like in the sense like the more achievements you get, you are like getting closer to being the superior being in the bazaar, and maybe you could get like a little gem or something next to your name, and when you face somebody during your run, then you would see, oh man, this guy has a lot of achievements done, he must be really good, or like he plays a lot.
I like that. You can almost have like an XP bar type thing. Like whenever you complete an achievement, it just like shoots it over and fills a percentage of the XP bar, like sort of thing. Oh man.
I mean, yeah, there are a lot of ways to go about it, but one way to not go about it is to introduce the daily quests. Like, you have a daily ticket, and I feel like this is enough. Like, you have an incentive to come back to the game every day, and you can go with any hero that you wish. If you play only Pygmalion, that you are in love with Mr. Pygmalion, you would kiss his tender pig's nose or whatever. But if you are like Dooley enjoyer, then you can go with Dooley. And when we get more characters, hopefully, then those quests would get more tedious and more tedious. This leaves you to experience the game as you wish.
Yeah, it'll make it feel more like a single player sort of vibe that it has, rather than feeling like a live service game, which is a good thing.
Yeah, I guess Reynard, being a gamer himself, sort of has some insight towards what players actually enjoy, because like if some fat CEO with a mustache and a cigar was making decisions, then we would probably get daily quests, like, and
hourly quests.
hourly quests. That would be insane. The shop would already be in the game. Like that would be one thing that would be present if a regular CEO was sitting on top of the temple.
But I don't know what you're talking about. Blizzard execs, they know what they're doing. Everything is running perfectly over there.
Yes, definitely. Right. I guess that's our take on daily quests. Tell us what you think about this thing. Do you want daily quests in the game? Please don't. But tell us your opinions. Tell us what you think. You know where the comments are. You may also leave a like. You may leave a sub. We are accumulating those fairly consistently, so I'm really grateful. I've seen that you broke 200 subscribers.
Thank you. Yes, I finally did.
Yeah,
I appreciate every one of my subscribers.
Yeah, so you are like a big fish now.
Yeah, I'm basically like the next PewDiePie or something.
Something like that. Yeah, so thanks for watching. I guess we'll see you on Thursday on Blake's channel. So
See you then.
yeah, bye.
See ya.